Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be practicing suturing with a pig's foot. And I've heard this is the best way to practice, like to get more of a feel for skin. And I've been practicing a lot with the silicone kits. And I already have tried doing this a couple times with the pig's foot, and it's actually really difficult because the skin is really slippery on this. So I'm going to try to start around the middle of the wound. Go in a 90-degree angle. Come out. That's really hard. Okay, back in. Okay. And the time I did this before, a mistake I made was I didn't leave a big enough tail, so the tail came through. So I'm gonna leave a longer tail this time. Here we go. First you do 2. Pull it through. And I've heard you do about 5 sutures, or 5 knots each time. So I'm gonna just do 4 now for time. One question I have is, how are people picking up the needle? I've seen like most of the videos on YouTube, people just pick it up with their finger. Is that the way that people usually do it? And I've read you're supposed to like keep going in the middle of the wound each time. This definitely like looks a lot easier than it is, so it's really important to practice a lot. It's hard to do when you're like in your rotation, your other rotations, and trying to study for that at the same time. So let's say that I did 5 knots on this one. All right, gonna put a few more in. And I think I might have been holding the I was holding this thing wrong. Let's see if I can hold it better. Alright, this time I'm gonna go through in one bite, which I'm not sure if we're like allowed to do as students, but I keep seeing it different ways on different videos, so if anybody has an opinion on that, please let me know, because it really seems like way easier to go in on one bite, like once you have the wound more closed up. It seems a lot easier to do it that way. This pig's foot is pretty good. The last one I have is like really hard. It's kind of convenient because these are actually pretty easy to find in the grocery stores here. I think I'm gonna do one more. Okay, I'm running out of thread, so I think that we're gonna say this foot is pretty repaired now. This is definitely, I think, a great way to practice. I'm definitely going to be getting some more pig's feet to practice on before the rotation. Ooh, this is hard. Does anybody have a tip for not like getting the tail of the other suture in the tie of your next suture? Okay. I think we're pretty done. It's just... All right, so I guess this piggy is ready to walk on home now. If anyone has any constructive criticism, please share below. I will really appreciate it. And I'm sure that if there's any other person who's in the same situation as me, preparing for their surgery rotation, that they would probably also appreciate the advice too. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to hear from you guys. See you next time.